Whatever.
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 I need privacy.
Because your son?
Yeah.
Like whatever you think you owe Keegan, it's just going to destroy the time that you have left with Will.
Who runs the new office, so I just want to say, whatever happens, I hope you crash and burn.
Faith. That whatever the other's doing, it's for a good reason.
I don't know how it is you found me. But whatever it is you want, I'm not interested, excuse me.
3 pages, typewritten, single space, devil's in the details of whatever you observe.
I don't know, you call me old-fashioned or whatever, but that's just not something that I would want my wife to perform, okay?
Believe about you.
You believe whatever you want. That's what everyone else does.
I like you here.
Well, I'm on board with whatever you want to do, but you better be at my wedding, woman.
Well, if you let Irene and the kids go, I'll do whatever you want.
I want you to think very carefully about what you're going to say to me next, Fred.
Elementary.
Elementary. Elementary.
Elementary.
Elementary.
Class trip. No usable prints on it, but it does have today's date.
Kennedy Elementary. Kennedy Elementary. Kennedy Elementary. It's less than a mile away.
I see, sir. It's brilliant.
Nonsense. Dean is elementary. Is elementary. Is elementary. Prat.
Wanker.
I guess I just got lucky. We met in elementary school. In 7th grade, we had the same class schedule.
A rejection from here could mean not getting into the right elementary school, which affects high school, which affects college, and oh my God.
Sir, we got a fire alarm call at Carmichael Elementary.
Dispatch the fire department. They put the charges?
Sure, once I see the facility's plans, elementary physics, it would be fun.
It's safety day over at the elementary. You ready for that?
Yeah, set up, ready to go.
We went to elementary school together. Our families knew each other.
Tyler Davis, 3rd grader at Vernon Baker Elementary, shot outside his home in Southeast just before noon today.
Dee Dee Franklin, Dawson Elementary. I want her pulled from school. Now!
Substance.
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 Despite his enlarged pupils and excessive saliva suggest a foreign substance. Foreign substance. Foreign substance.
No, wait. One arrested in 98, 3 months before Kim was killed, for possession of a controlled substance. Controlled substance. Controlled substance.
Only women of substance. Only women of substance. Only women of substance have worn these gems. They've been waiting, Catherine.
Docket ending 11056, People versus Thea Dearden Queen. Possession of a controlled substance, driving under the influence of a controlled substance.
You're under arrest for possession of a controlled substance. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can and will be used against you in a court of law.
Emits some sort of substance. I'm not sure what it is, like a white flame.
And once Creel touches a substance, he can absorb it and somehow consciously transform the molecules of his body into that substance. He wouldn't tell us how.
I haven't been able to decipher anything of substance from the tattoos.
Be how he sedated her. I guess he didn't use a big enough dose. Morphine is a Schedule 1 controlled substance.
Right, which means every dose is traceable. Where I come from, spam is a controlled substance. Eat up. Here you go.
I did find something else for you. I recovered a substance from the back of our Vic's shirt sleeve. Likely transferred from the perp to our victim during the struggle.
But if I feel like I'm going to slip on a banana peel, the union has an employee assistance program for substance abuse.
As follows: do not get rearrested and complete a substance abuse program.
Employee.
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 Now, I just need to match the new serial numbers with your employee IDs, employee IDs, employee IDs.
I went from employee to right-hand man, and now, friend.
We've got 46,000 employees spread across 14 divisions.
The structure, listen, I know I could do the work.
I'm not hiring a project here. I'm hiring an employee.
Who's Floyd Lawton?
He is an employee of Mr. Patel.
I've been concerned by the idea that the vigilante might target an employee or officer of this company.
Well, does that mean I have a shot at Employee of the Month?
No. Because you're not my employee.
There? Oh, I'm sure you saw on TV. Former employee of mine tried to kill me.
Former employee with the ability to replicate.
Bill Carlisle and Lindsay Kang, former employees who were recently murdered.
First he blows a no-hitter, now he's coming in 5 minutes late. So much for Employee of the Week.
But if I feel like I'm going to slip on a banana peel, the union has an employee assistance program for substance abuse.
Taking too long! Remember, as McLeod said, only 42 ounces of potable water per employee per week.
You can't breathe in there. All employees are accounted for, but Scooter and Brad are trapped on the roof.
American.
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 There was an American. OSS.
Make an honest living, do it the way Dad did. But let me tell you something, in case you haven't noticed, that whole American dream, that ship has sailed. The world doesn't work like that.
Absolutely no major life accomplishments is beating an American hero by double digits.
She died a long time ago. I knew my father is American, but... He likes to watch TV.
He's dead. What's he gonna watch? American Horror Story?
Glenn Childs Jr. You can't do that. I just did. What is he into? What are his personal interests? American Idol?
Miley Cyrus.
I'm an American. My parents were American. My children are American.
And in 2007, you were a translator in Afghanistan? How might they evolve?
Well, you will ask me in a few minutes what I do for a living.
Because I'm an American.
Yes, and because it's a natural question, and that is why I have to ask you to dinner.
An American woman, Marla Seeger, disappeared 2 days ago from the Oceana Hotels just down the beach.
How do you know where the Taliban held the Marines?
Why give out that information?
Because I'm an American, not like you.
You American dogs have 24 hours to comply and leave our country. Or else. You are seriously twisted, strange Botwin. Don't say my name, infidel.
So, neither of your parents has a problem with your sleeping at some boy's house they've never met?
They're totally cool with it.
How bohemian.
No, they're American.
Enthusiastic.
Enthusiastic. Enthusiastic. Enthusiastic.
Enthusiastic.
Let me say first that the Florida campaign is still very enthusiastic about you filling the open seat for Supreme Court Justice.
I can't promise I'll allow the actual burglary, but I'm glad to see you so enthusiastic. So enthusiastic. So enthusiastic.
I cannot believe that it's your birthday next week.
Your friend Jay, he's quite dumb. Enthusiastic. Enthusiastic. Enthusiastic.
I actually hate him.
What about you?
I guess.
It's nice to see you're both so enthusiastic about our adventure.
Stop it.
Hey, you two stop it.
Yep, that's the term, kind of like a company.
Oh, I love Hulhauser. Don't you just love him, Celia? He's so enthusiastic and his hair is so neat.
Oh, I'm fine. I got my own passport. I'm an American. I'll be just loud, dumb, and enthusiastic.
Excellent. It's showtime.
They want these assholes dead as much as we do.
They're a little less enthusiastic when we kill civilians.
The most morally ambiguous part.
Give her a chance. She's fresh, enthusiastic, has no bad habits we need to reteach.
It's a fast turnaround.
We've had some very enthusiastic bidders.
Keep trying.
I practiced with Arizona last night. She made a much more enthusiastic Derek.
I find that hard to believe.
Okay, maybe she's not that enthusiastic about it, but I told her you were coming.
Left something in the truck. Be right back.
So, he's certainly enthusiastic, huh?
Religious. Religious.
Religious.
Religious.
Religious.
Do a lot of stuff through our church. It's called the Agape Church.
Right.
It's the religious science philosophy.
I thought it was some religious fanatic opposed to my research. I get threatening letters and emails, very nasty.
Rumors, is it?
You know, I'd never been a religious man. Never believed in anything I couldn't see with my own eyes. Then one day, being came down from...
You're religious, Carlos.
Believe in that whole bit the Lord works in mysterious ways?
Here, you should add that its roots are in religious traditions.
And you did. You have your indoctrinated little religious grandchildren. You cannot make me hound you for these checks.
El Capitano! Didn't take you for a religious zealot. A bully and an asshole, yes.
It's a turn. Guys like me were kind of shunned at most religious organizations.
Our examination, yet it could be a deformed human or some sort of manufactured religious artifact.
On religious grounds, on economic grounds.
Religious theater is one thing, this is politics.
My faith is not a theater.
No.
Mallory was founded by people of many religious beliefs.
I seem to remember you said you weren't very religious.
That doesn't mean I'm a sinner.
Proof.
Proof. Proof.
Proof.
Proof.
Child and tell us he's the baby? What proof do we have?
Look, I see proof that for every effect there is a corresponding cause.
Oh my God, what are you doing, perv?
Getting proof of where the 2 missing beers went.
So what proof do we have of its existence? Time gives legitimacy to its existence. Time is the only true unit of measure. It gives proof to the existence of matter.
Oh, I am sorry, sir.
What? Come in. Have them prove it quick as possible. We'll try and get it into next month. Dean.
He's barely living proof that life can change in a second.
Hard work, determination, and perseverance always win out. I am living proof that nice guys can finish first.
And there we have it. Conclusive proof that I am absolutely worthless after 9 o'clock.
Say that. He got a huge laugh, too.
We have proof that he humiliated you at least 20 times in front of audiences.
No, I got no proof. No proof of my mother's murder.
Abe, I've read beneath the redacted lines. The proof is out there.
You're alone?
Yes. I need proof that my son is alive.
Put Sam on the phone.
We don't have enough proof to call the cops. That doesn't mean we can't set up a trap of our own.
Prevail.
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 Prevail. Prevail.
We will come through this together, and we will prevail. Prevail. Prevail.
In the end, right will prevail over wrong. Right will prevail over wrong. Right will prevail over wrong.
You see, we have to prevail. And do you think me an impediment to that end?
You'll live happily ever after with a friendly guardian, spending your time inventing things and reading books and sharpening your little monkey teeth, and bravery and nobility will prevail at last, and this wicked world will slowly but surely become a place of cheerful harmony.
I had rather not. I do not wish to prevail upon your time more than is necessary.
And I prevail upon you, sir, to take a seat.
Words will prevail with a listener, not swords.
Upon this rock I will build my church, and the gates of hell shall not prevail against it.
Being on death row, he's responsible. Let justice prevail.
If my wretched brother should somehow prevail, these hens will return to their cocks.
Unbelieving. He's got to remain strong if he's to prevail, and you must remain strong for him.
Every single day that you're here.
You don't have the strength, the fanatical will to prevail against us.
Latest engagement. I am certain we will prevail over the Ashveni.
I don't need you to tell me that.
Boundary.
Boundary.
Boundary. Boundary.
Boundary.
What's past the outer edge, boundary of memory?
A mystery.
Boundary of memory is boundary of memory is boundary of memory. Is that what they built so the memories would only stay within you and me?
Let's move on.
Wait, that boundary is meant to keep memories in. So if a receiver crosses it, does that mean the memories get set free?
Russia, and on our other side, the land boundary that we have with Canada.
The river's a boundary. The river's a boundary. The river's a boundary.
Which means Mount Weather's off limits.
You shouldn't have crossed the boundary.
Now can we go back?
There.
Asteroids called KT boundary.
Yeah, I read about that somewhere. They only find dinosaur fossils below the KT boundary, right?
Apart from a few very rare exceptions, yes. Stands to reason. If the dinosaurs were rendered extinct by the comet which created the KT boundary, it couldn't very well find their bones above it, right?
Right.
Jeez.
I am having some boundary issues with him. I will take care of them.
18th century, royal foresters used them, as like a boundary marker.
Your whole relationship is built on a foundation of your boundary pushing.
Or maybe social, but that's the boundary line even I won't cross.
Discipline. 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 Discipline.
Discipline.
Give the horses a chance. It becomes how you discipline your children. You can discipline and discourage, or you can discipline and encourage.
When will we be assigned to bomber escorts, Colonel?
Now, there have been any number of reports of poor discipline.
Friends. My friends are the twins. Discipline and sacrifice. Discipline and sacrifice. Discipline and sacrifice.
You've maintained exactly the level of discipline I would have expected from you.
Panda, discipline is crucial to Kung Fu mastery. You haven't practiced the Tri-Bo Yao.
Reese?
Yahoo. No discipline. You're not 400 pounds working out of this place. I breathed in and gained a dime.
Mental discipline, man.
To use a bow and arrow requires patience and discipline.
Well, it takes more than a mask. It takes discipline. And since you are probably as stubborn as I am...
What is that for?
Your lack of discipline has risked everything that we have built.
You're better than anyone.
He needs discipline.
Perhaps.
These two threats have everything to lose. So execute good target ID and muzzle discipline.
Late. You have already broken every rule in the book. Curfew. Dust discipline. You got big for no reason.
I'd assign you any task I think you're capable of.
And if I stepped out of line, you discipline me?
You gotta have discipline. Without a strong father figure, a young man might just end up in prison.
Heritage.
Heritage. Heritage.
Heritage. Heritage.
He's talking about him being Italian. He's talking about his heritage.
Yeah, and that's a totally different thing than being gay. See, heritage is, well, it's something that you're born with. And oh my God, what's wrong with me?
And with respect to your heritage, you're not gay. You're Vietnamese.
It's like an old Christmas tree skirt.
It's a traditional Colombian poncho. I want my new classmates to know I'm proud of my heritage. Heritage.
I think you look very handsome, lindo.
Oh, really?
Well, I realize that attitude is part of your cultural heritage.
This is it. Rihanna's doing the kids' class. They call it the heritage class. She's really looking forward to that.
Well, we are very proud of our heritage, but Juanita can stand on her own merits. She's very bright.
But beyond that, I've always taken my heritage seriously.
This, Zetrov, Papa's legacy, your heritage.
Please.
But our heritage...
Let it die.
Yes, share a laugh or two. But I guess our rich heritage means nothing to you.
I guess you're right. See you later.
Wait, Leonard, wait!
That validates the cultural identity of our shared Native American heritage. Thank you.
The Folks American Society is an organization for New York citizens of German heritage.
ID?
Harold Wren, Universal Heritage Insurance, my associates.
Adjust. 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 Adjust.
Adjust.
He's a kid. He'll adjust. He'll adjust. He'll adjust.
Michael, we need to adjust. We need to adjust. We need to adjust.
Well, this was my fault. I'll stand down.
No. We are going to adjust, to adjust, to adjust. And we are going to work with what we have.
You got a little island fever going on?
You know what? Tell me that you didn't do this. Dano.
Adjust my ponytail?
Uh-huh. You adjusted your ponytail so you could present your armpits.
What?
Oh, that. He was helping me adjust the seam in my stocking, and from your angle, it must have looked a little weird.
The wind. We may adjust our sails. Well, the question is, which way are we headed?
Graham had more of a part to play.
Then we'll adjust. Don't forget, we still have one more ace in the hole.
Maybe not, but they'll adjust somehow. Find their way.
Come on, give the guy a break.
What's the matter? You too big to give me a hug, tough guy?
No, man. I just know you're gonna, need someone to look after you while you adjust all this space.
Yeah, right.
It's not your fault. Your path through the world this morning was supposed to have been adjusted. You were supposed to spill your coffee as you entered the park this morning.
Now, let us allow nature to take its course. Although we will have to adjust the position of the easel from time to time.
Indeed.
Lift.
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 Lift. Lift.
I could try to lift with all my might.
Good. Dreams save us. Dreams lift us up, lift us up, lift us up, and transform us into something better.
Okay, let me see it really quick. Can you lift up your arm a little bit? Does that hurt? A little bit? Okay, is it tender?
How'd you get out?
Tried to suppress it. They hired me to lift it.
I need to be outside.
There's a lift. It'll take us to the roof.
Hey, you know what I like to do when I need to lift my spirits? I like to sing about what's going on, give myself a little theme song.
Huh.
Help me lift your arm. Here we go.
Bass at your voice. Bitch steals my job and you don't lift a finger? I'm going to U.S. Customs.
Now we've got an inclined plane. The force required to lift is reduced by the sine of the angle of the stairs, call it 30 degrees, so about half.
I was filled with adrenaline. I mean, it happens to be how women lift cars off babies.
Yeah, I'm saying it'd be easier to lift a car.
Permission.
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 Counselor.
Permission to treat Dr. Lightman as a hostile witness.
Granted.
The girls heard that Sharon Galecki was driving Olivia. They lied to her and said we gave our permission. Permission. Permission.
Doors closed. Okay, I'm sorry. I'm just not used to having to ask permission to have sex with people.
Your Honor, request permission to approach the witness.
Yes, please, approach.
I don't know.
Permission to redirect, Your Honor.
Granted.
Period. The Council has already issued a writ of consent giving the Chancellor permission to carry out the population reduction.
Not without my permission.
Well, with or without your permission, Carlito and his guys are dragging me into it.
Birthday, we gotta start taking this seriously.
Permission to come aboard.
Your Honor, permission to approach.
Not a judge.
I'll allow it.
Nope. No. Not without permission, you're not. I'm gonna call Mr. and Mrs. P.
Oh, wait, seriously, Mandy, do you really have to do that?
Permission granted. It's just gotta look clean.
You want to shake down this of August? You gotta be a good boy and ask permission.
Core.
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 Greatest country in the world, because we accept a man is at his core. Greedy, selfish.
I stole my life.
Sophie, are you the core personality?
I'm the real person. That's the doctors say.
I know, right? Don't you love it?
It looks like an old apple core. Apple core. Apple core.
What are you? I am about to do something so repellent that it sickens me to my very core.
Fuck you, and not semi-playfully either.
Fuck you. Total, real, cutting to the core, fuck you.
All core requirements are here. What is your humanities elective?
What did he do to you?
I was in the core group. An initiate.
Do yourselves a favor. Tell him his core looks tight.
You can't steal stuff. You're Shifu.
Honor is the core of your being.
What's his core town?
Still 93.
Sequence.
Sequence.
Sequence. Sequence. Sequence.
When we analyzed the text using a frequency count, certain words kept appearing in a sequence. In a sequence. In a sequence.
Not quite. I still need Niels' stability sequence. Stability sequence. Stability sequence.
1 mile per bow.
1 mile per bow.
Engage landing sequence. Engage landing sequence. Engage landing sequence. Switch to manual.
Come in.
Here we go. Initiate sequence.
No, that's more than just odd. This is the same sequence of events that preceded Jackson Clare's murder. We need to take another look at the sequence of events, piece together the witness statements.
Anything on the number sequence?
We're running it through every database, but nothing so far.
I need to complete the sequence analysis of the 3 known virus strains. Primordial Egyptian.
It's been edited, sir. You can see the cut right here. They've reversed the sequence of events to make it look like we fired first.
And then the flotilla explodes.
There it is. We got it. I'll give you 3 to 1 that covers in that sequence.
The Q in the first sequence is actually the Greek symbol phi.
Pollution.
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 Ronald Reagan said, cause pollution, pollution, pollution. Trees.
Thank you very much. You know, it's funny, but if we don't succeed in life, we run the risk of failure. It's not pollution that's causing problems in our environment. It's the impurities in the air and in the water.
Trips. Very eco-friendly of you. How about keeping down on the noise pollution? Noise pollution. Noise pollution.
Traffic, construction, car alarms, noise pollution. Oh.
For example, I doubt my opponent is familiar with Town Ordinance 26-12B.
26-12B has to do with noise pollution, something, sir, that you are guilty of right now.
You know what Ronald Reagan said caused pollution? Trees.
Okay, you just keep growing and
See, all these minerals are pure, like back in the day, 1875, there was no pollution, you know.
Overfishing, global warming, depletion of resources, pollution. My drive has taken me a long way.
More people are moving to the coastlines. It means more pollution, more waste.
It's not pollution that's causing problems in our environment. It's the impurities in the air and in the water.
No matter what we do, our industrial civilization is destroying the natural world around it. The risk of pollution has become a threat to everything that comes near us.
Traffic, construction, car alarms, noise pollution. Oh.
How about keeping down on the noise pollution?
6:33. You should be flossing by now.
Parade.
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 Yes, technically, each of us comes with a lunch in a basket, but let's not kid ourselves. This was a beefcake parade. Beefcake parade. Beefcake parade.
Take your mimosas.
We'll go watch the Rose Parade. Rose Parade. Rose Parade.
It's nothing but a bit of confetti in my ticker tape parade, and I want the full fucking parade. My ticker tape parade, Yvonne. I want a fucking band. I want a fucking float. I want a parade, the float, the band.
In just a few months' time, the north side of Chicago is going to make 9/11 look like Macy's parade.
Oh, Germany surrendered. War's over. No kidding. Yeah. Isn't it supposed to be a parade or something?
Pop, Einstein. Watch what happens. Well, what happened is this bull would go right through your fucking head. Watch what happens.
What, so you can get the parade, huh? The bagpipes and bullshit?
Yeah, well, you will.
Mm-hmm. What did you have to say about him?
Oh, my God. It's like this parade of horribles.
Ah, here comes the parade.
Goody two-shoes. Do it, judge me. Rain on my slutty parade.
I'm not judging.
And a parade, and the balance of what we owe the branding firm for the new town slogan, Agrestic, the best of the bestic.
Congratulations. I don't need a parade. I did what was necessary for me.
Arriving as we speak. Well, I need him smiling and waving like a hero, like it's the fucking Macy's Day Parade.
Intellectual.
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 Was an intellectual scholar. I've read quite a bit myself.
Wow. You must have read some pretty big books to get to be the big intellectual. Big intellectual. Big intellectual.
There was this one guy in his unit, real different to him, an intellectual, real bookworm.
Birthday party. Shows originality, intellectual passion, everything the books talk.
He's opinionated. We have intellectual debates. You were very sweet, but our relationship was too one-sided.
Never solved. That is, how to make a film that's both materialist and intellectual at the same time.
See that my intellectual rigor falls to pieces the instant I get around you.
How's that intellectual property class going?
Identity thieves, intellectual property pirates, other cyber highwaymen.
The Ashveni, as they are called, have unimaginable intellectual capacity.
Former enemies. The free exchange of natural, intellectual, and biological assets promotes a harmonious coexistence with the Ashveni and its long-standing credo.
Direct.
Direct. Direct. Direct.
Direct.
I think you've interpreted that correctly. Wow, she's direct, and I might add, slutty.
That's what I got.
If you can just get a direct order from Lutan to you.
Rock trolls, not bridge trolls.
Oh, yeah, they're quite nice.
So you can direct me to them? Direct me to them? Direct me to them?
No.
Okay, well, just show me how. You can direct me. I've done a lot of plays.
6 days ago, an object entered our atmosphere at 20,000 miles an hour on a direct course for that ship.
I threw a golf ball and a bottle of Pennzoil
direct-headed. I can remove it thoracoscopically.
Yeah, and that's when the poor guy dies, because if you do that, you won't have a direct visual.
Why aren't you doing a TVAR?
I'm doing a direct approach. It's cooler.
Leave us, please.
But I have direct orders from the prince.
And now you have direct orders from me.
Recruit.
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 Recruit. Recruit.
Recruit me. Recruit me. Recruit me.
That I'm gonna help you? That you're gonna recruit me? Recruit me? Recruit me?
Decide for yourself.
To that end, I think our newest recruit ought to be afforded the opportunity to try his hand.
Shining prince. Essentially, he used Derek to recruit a slew of insecure, frustrated, and impressionable kids.
He was just a kid that lived across the street. That first year, Baby himself tried to recruit me for his organization. I said no.
You got some thinking to do.
And we got some recruiting to do.
Yeah, we need to recruit some talent, gentlemen.
Yeah, I want the A-list, the double D list.
Talk.
We bought ourselves some time, but we're gonna need to recruit some of the others. Only people we trust.
Rouse Miss Guthrie's ire. Anne and I will then take those chosen leads, we'll procure a ship, we will recruit men, and we will create from nothing a new crew.
We have reasonable proposals to recruit men for the expedition, to procure supplies and to ferry them, but it will be the approach to dealing with the Nassau pirates by which the entire plan will be judged.
It was intended to induce key men on your crew to defect, then to recruit them ourselves.
He escaped.
Not exactly. Harkness's skills made him an ideal recruit for Task Force X.
To do this.
We don't have the time or resources to recruit from anywhere else.
I know, but 6 people.
Bringing in some more deputies.
The time for talk is over. I'm authorizing you to recruit auxiliary officers. How about Carter? Fullback from your year?
You think they're trying to recruit Donna Gill as a scientist?
That would be the best case scenario.
Ideal. Ideal. Ideal.
Ideal.
Ideal.
Have anything to put it in?
Oh, that's ideal. That's ideal. That's ideal. Thank you.
On paper, you two are an ideal match. An ideal match. An ideal match.
With plenty of room to meet in the middle.
Yeah, that sounds ideal. That sounds ideal. That sounds ideal.
That is, actually.
I haven't seen you in 3 years. You make me sick. That's not an ideal couple, just so you know.
Well, you know, they do have the Metro Railroad. You could always use that.
That'd be ideal for carrying a ton of gold, wouldn't it, genius?
Rebuilt under a glass dome so the whole world could look in. There's an ideal to aspire to.
So, describe your ideal woman. 3 yoga classes a week, and I work 24/7. It's not ideal.
It's ideal for stashing a kidnapped girl. Did you have it all planned?
Oh, it was entirely planned. I thought it would be the ideal occasion.
Wow.
She's wearing sandals. It's not ideal footwear for a robbery. Too slappy.
Humiliate.
Humiliate. Humiliate.
Humiliate.
Humiliate.
I'm gonna take your life and reputation from you. Humiliate your ass. Humiliate your ass. Humiliate your ass publicly.
You just come to me in the first place. Why would you go through all this trouble just to humiliate me? Humiliate me. Humiliate me.
Fool! I get to watch you humiliate yourself before your untimely demise!
You publicly humiliated yourself and dishonored a man who has devoted his life to Russia.
I guess I thought you were humiliated. You did run away, after all.
Poor Dom Hemingway. All that time in prison, only to come out and be humiliated by the son of the man he always hated.
I don't have time for everything.
As Fed Rep, I don't have time to see a fellow officer humiliated.
Why do you think he did it? He's a very macho little slime. And he broke down and humiliated himself in front of him.
I just wanted to humiliate him. He needed to learn humility.
I humiliated him.
He humiliated me. He made me feel the way you've shown me I never have to feel.
Don't try to take this guy on again.
Kelly.
Kelly, from what I hear, you humiliated him.
Symptom.
Symptom.
Symptom. Symptom. Symptom.
Had any of the symptoms. The symptoms. The symptoms.
Most of the shit the Times said, amoebas, gonorrhea, hepatitis.
Emily, I know this is hard, but the hopelessness you're feeling is a symptom. Symptom. Symptom.
Listen to these symptoms of ADHD and tell me it's not loose. Alex, easily distracted by irrelevant stimuli.
I've seen cases like this before where maybe they were experiencing symptoms brought on by stress.
It didn't work?
The cancer's progressed. He's having paraneoplastic symptoms. His liver's beginning to fail.
You see, the victims reported hallucinations, sleep paralysis, symptoms that you talked about on your show.
Results came back normal.
No, she's not fine. And it's not just the flu.
Okay, flu symptoms vary depending on the strain and environment. The symptoms of oxygen deprivation are everywhere. Worst of all, in the children, they'll die first.
Yes. I know the symptoms. It's a big deal.
That's a symptom of what's wrong with this city. I'm trying to cure the disease.
Trouble breathing.
In your case, it looks like a symptom of liver disease.
Exposure produces symptoms similar to Parkinson's. Our new friend isn't sick.